Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Bass Brothers Fishing DMV. Today, gonna do something special. This is a long-awaited video. I've gotten a lot of questions about my boat. So today, we're gonna cover all the mods that I did, even go over some equipment that I use for my Pelican Bass RAIDER 10E. The idea behind my mods 3 years ago when I bought this boat was to keep it simple and very functional, comfortable, because we knew we wanted to fish for long hours at a time, and we did just that. So hopefully if you're out there interested in buying a boat that fits 1 to 2 people, that's easy to manage, you'll get something out of this. Or if you're considering buying the boat and trying to figure out, man, what mods, what does it take to make this boat more functional than it is just out the gate, check this video out. Let's get into it right now. All right guys, I'm gonna start out with the must-have mods that I did. These are mods that I feel like if you buy this boat, you have to do these mods. And again, this is just my opinion, having used this boat for almost 3 years now. We're gonna start out first with the seats. I watched a lot of videos and decided to upgrade the seats. The seats that come with it, and sorry I don't have it in front of me, it's actually put in the attic, are hard plastic seats. These seats, as you can see, are a lot softer. These are made by Tempest. I got them from Bass Pro Shops. They're a little pricey. You want to get these seats on sale first of all, because they are pretty pricey if you just get them. I think they're $100, but I think I got them for 70. So these seats are really good. They're very soft and comfortable. This is the low back version of these seats. And the good thing is they mount right onto the existing seat mounts that came with the boat. So you don't have to buy a separate mount for your seats. You can use the ones that came with the boat and mount these right on. Warren and I have fished on this boat for 12+ hour days, and believe me, you're gonna wanna sit down on something comfortable at some point. So they just mount right underneath to the existing gear that comes with the boat. Upgrade number 2, the floor. What I did here was, first, let me start with the floor mat. This is a 1/2 inch thick mat that I found on Amazon. Again, guys, I will leave links in the description to every single thing I'm talking about today. In the description, you'll be able to pull up the exact product that I used without having to look far for it. So I got this mat right here off of Amazon. It's 1/2 inch thick by ProSource Fit. And basically it's a puzzle mat often used in gyms. And basically you just get it. You can cut it out according to the shape of the boat. Now I basically put paper in the boat, or you can use cardboard and just trace it out and cut it according to the size you need for the mat and the wood that's underneath. We'll get to the wood in a second. But for this mat, it's basically puzzle pieces. You guys can see it fits right in just like that and pops out. So I can easily pull those out. It takes 4 pieces to do the entire floor of the boat. Underneath the mat, I have plywood, and this is a 1/4 inch thick plywood. You buy it untreated. Do not put treated wood in your boat, guys. You want to treat it yourself. What I did was I did it in 2 pieces, and this is actually, so this is the first piece right here and there, and the second piece in the back. Another tip, guys, when you're treating your wood, you want to give it 24 hours between coats. I believe I did 3 coats on this so that it'll last really long. This wood does get wet, I'll tell you that much. Between rain and just fishing and what have you, this wood gets wet. So you want to make sure you seal this up pretty good. One thing you may want to consider, guys, is if you're putting flooring in this boat, just go ahead and make 1 piece that goes all the way back. What's happened to me is as I'm trailing this boat, the rear wood flooring in the back actually popped up and was in the front. So got me a little shook, and I want to make sure that it doesn't fly out. So going forward, I think my next floor will be 1 piece. That way it should not move around much when I'm transporting the boat. So that's that, guys. That's the floor, 1/4 inch. So guys, why I made this a mandatory upgrade is because underneath this wood, you see the boat has riveted floors, and standing on that for 12 hours, even 5 hours, it can wear your feet out. So this is what works for me. This is extremely comfortable. I even fish in this boat barefoot, and it feels great and it's comfortable. No problems there. So this is a mandatory along with the seats. All right, something else, guys, that really helps out, especially if you're in the back of the boat, is to build rod holders. I first saw this design on Fishing with Vance YouTube page. I didn't come up with this myself. They actually got it from someone else, but they actually improved it with having a larger top. So I made it, and it works really good. Probably need to get some more ties on that one, only have 2. This is made out of 2-inch PVC pipe, has a 3-inch reducer on the top. This gives you a lot of leverage when you're hauling in that big fish, you're excited and you're trying to get your rod secure, to have this bigger 3-inch reducer on it to get your rod secure. So it basically just clamps on here. I don't know if I can do it with one hand, but let's see. Yep, there you go. Basically clamps on like that. Got both of them right there. The front of the boat has its own rod holders, as you can see. Not the greatest, I won't lie to you guys, these rod holders are not the greatest. I've seen people put rod holders up front too, but they tend to work pretty good. This is what I do for my GoPro setup. I didn't want to bore any holes in this boat when I first bought it. I still haven't, but I'm leaning towards it more and more the longer I have this boat. But so all of my mods don't require any holes being put in the boat, which I kind of want to stick with as long as I can. Over here I have my GoPro pole. Basically this is a 2-inch PVC pipe reduced down to 1.5 inch. And I did that with Schedule 40. I actually tried the thinner, because I tried to make this as transparent as possible and go with a thinner, I think it was like a 1/2 inch pole, but it wasn't Schedule 40 and it was wobbling all over the place. So I stuck with the stronger stuff. I got the clamp from my GoPro up top. This is a 4-foot pole. I'm about 6'1", so this height works out for me good. If you guys are thinking of building a pole, don't do a 6-foot pole. That's gonna be a huge eyesore, and then the camera is gonna wobble from left to right. So this is what I do for my GoPro setup right here. As you can see, it works out really, really good. I did a video recently where I forgot this pole and used a tripod, and the whole thing fell over and broke my rod. I'll leave a link up top for that in case you guys want to be entertained. So this was pretty inexpensive. You know, guys, PVC is really cheap. Just get a hacksaw and cut it. It's like grown-up puzzles. You use it, you make it work for you however you need to. As you can see on the side here, my paddle, I basically, again, don't want to put any holes in here, so I just use Velcro and Velcro to the side of the boat. This is a wood paddle. Got this off of Amazon also. 20 bucks, I believe it was. And believe me, I have used this paddle 1,000 times. So I actually will throw this in the must-have mod for the boat, is get a paddle, secure it to the side of the boat. Some people decide to put the paddle on the inside, but space is tight on the inside for us, so I stick ours on the outside. But this is a 4-foot wooden paddle that floats. This thing has saved us between having a dead battery or just getting stuck somewhere. We also use it to launch the boat a lot. Do not get this boat without at least one paddle. As you can see, guys, with the Velcro, all I do is pull it off. It's on there really secure. As you can see, I kind of have to work at it to get it off. So when we need it, we just pop it off, use it. This is Feather brand. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below. And when you're done, and I'm doing this with one hand, guys, just stick it right back on here and you're good to go. Does not come off. This is a 55-pound Minn Kota Enduramax trolling motor. I went with 55-pound thrust. It works great. 55 pushes this boat around effortless. You could actually do a 35 or 40, but it's 2 of us and I wanted to be able to get around the water pretty quickly, and this gets the job done right here. One thing with the Enduramax that I would recommend for everyone to get this model, because it has variable speed on it, both in reverse and forward. It makes a big difference when you're out there, especially with a small boat. Any change in motor speed really affects how the boat moves, how fast you go forward, back, and turn. So I love the adjustable speed on here. I highly recommend that to anyone with this boat. Fish finder, I just have the Striker 4 Plus. It works pretty good. It's light, it's transportable. I just stick it right here like all day. I use the Bass Pro Shops Power Series, Extreme Performance Series battery for the fish finder. And you guys hopefully can see right there what brand that is. So basically with this battery, I just stick it right behind the bigger battery. I just stick the battery right back there and it's tucked away all day. And to power the trolling motor, I have the EverStart Max Marine battery, guys. This is from Walmart. This is the 29 DC size. I highly recommend this battery. Pros and cons. Pro is it's a very, very powerful, very strong battery. The con is it's very heavy. This is about a 90-pound battery guy, but this thing packs a punch. I also recommend getting 2 batteries. A couple times we decided to go with 1 battery and paid for it, and that's where the paddle comes in again. But excellent, excellent battery guys right here. All right guys, next we have the anchor here. Now this is a 15-pound anchor. I went with 15 because I only wanted 1 anchor. Some guys with this boat actually have 2 10-pounds. It tends to hold the boat in position a little better. What they do is basically have 1 anchor in the front, 1 anchor in the back. But this works out good for us, 15 pounds. And basically I just have this on clamp it on right here, drop the anchor in the water, and we're good to go. So again, 15 pounds. Got this also from Amazon. The brand is C-Sense. While I'm at it guys, I might as well share with you the charger I use for the batteries, and this is it right here. I love this charger. It actually has some auto settings on it that will pick the right power source for charging your battery. I got this from Amazon also. I mean, everything is on Amazon. This is by Schumacher, and it's a 15 amp charging station. No problems whatsoever. Charges the main battery, charges the trolling motor battery. All right guys, the last thing I did was, in order to anchor the boat when you're launching it or taking a little break in the woods, if you know what I mean, you want to be able to anchor the boat to the shore. So I basically just have 2 ropes. I forget the exact name of this rope. Got it from Home Depot. Very cheap. I think it's like $3. And put a couple beaners on there and just pop it off. Tie the boat down, and when we're back in the water, just pop it right back on, and we're good. This comes in extremely handy for that, and also when you're trying to tie the boat onto the dock. I have 1 in the front and an even longer one in the back that I use. All right guys, that just about does it. Modding this boat is a lot of fun. If you decide to get this boat, have fun with it, try out different things. There are a lot of things you can do. I've seen guys put casting decks on this boat, a bow mount trolling motor. I mean, sky's the limit. If you're creative enough to do it, go ahead and do it. This is what works for us. Simple, functionable, and we catch a lot of fish. Check out our channel. Check out the other videos if you haven't. We've had a lot of fun with this. Again, you wanna make sure you get your flooring right. You wanna make sure you get your seats right. Make sure you have a good battery. Buy a paddle, and you'll be good to go. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for future mods. Got some good ideas. I'll probably get a video up soon on this channel that will go over the boat trailer. A lot of interesting stuff to talk about with the boat trailer, but gotten a lot of questions about that as well. What trailer is this? How do I get it? I will cover that in a video soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you get something out of this. Leave a comment in the description below some mods that you've done to your Pelican, things that you think we could do to our Pelican. We'd love to hear from you guys. Tap that notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.